out there right now. If you walk out, they're empty booths. I'm a Samantha girl. I'm a traditional artist, and I've been doing for like a year and a half, not very long. I started out in Taiyuan a couple years ago, and I'm one of the few traditional artists in Artist Alley, and I sell mainly commissions. So my marketing plan is based on trying to get people to commission me all the time.
And I'm Phoebe. I've been doing conventions for about a year and a half, about the same time as her. Everything, and I'm a digital artist.
I'm Kim. I'm also a digital artist. I've been working for about a year and a half also. We're all the same. And I mostly focus on digital art, so I would make fan art, sometimes original art, and I try to print those and sell them. So we've been trying to change our merchandise to keychains or posters and stuff like that.
So first we're going to talk about deciding if you're really ready to do this, because Artist Alley is definitely something that you have to commit to, and it takes a lot of time and a lot of money to do. First of all, that's one thing is, artistically, are you ready? That's what you want to ask yourself. If you feel confident in your drawing skills, if you feel confident, I think that if you are confident in yourself and you feel that you can do it, you feel like you can come up with enough art, then you should try it. What you shouldn't do is don't do this. Don't bring your art to the Artist Alley and walk around asking people if you're ready, because they will probably not tell you the truth.
Yeah, we can't tell you like no, you suck. We can't tell people that. It's obviously criteria. So like you're not gonna get any they might give you a sideways answer. And you never know 100%. So just trust yourself. You know if you're ready. You know if you're good. So trust yourself.
And it's especially good if you have experience in like online art communities.
Oh, yeah.
That's a good way to start. So that's where I started.
DNI.
And yay! So you can get feedback from there, and then you can start developing whether or not you want to do Artist Alley or not.
Okay. And another thing that you have to think about is financial investment, because you definitely need something that everyone knows. You need a lot of money to do a table, a lot of money, especially as your first one. Sometimes a lot of artists will actually lose money on their first table, because you spend so much money at first when you start out. You don't know which prints are going to sell better. You don't know how well you're going to do. You don't know that much, so you might print off too many of one thing or sell out of another print. So you can always reuse the merchandise that you printed before for another convention, but it's pretty likely that you will lose a little bit of money or not make that much money in the first place. But then as you build up and as you get more people who know you, they'll come up and find you in conventions. They'll be like, I saw you at this convention and I wanted to get this print.
It's something that builds on itself. So like I was talking to someone this morning that when she started out 12 years ago in Artist Alley, and she made $25 total her entire first convention, and now she's up to like 3,000. So don't be surprised if you start off and you're like, oh my god, what's wrong? It's not you. A lot of times it's the convention, and sometimes it's like this one. It's like what time it is, if it moved places. Just kind of there's a billion factors that go into stuff. So the number one thing that I recommend you don't do with financial stuff with Artist Alley is don't confuse your revenue with your profit. So always remember to take out those costs. So people, they'll finish a convention their first time, and then they're like, yeah, I have, $200 in my cash box, and you forgot to take out the $135 for the table, and then the $200 extra for all of your prints and your setups and your keychain strings and your lanyards and everything else, and your food and your room and board and your gas, everything. So you actually have to recommend all of your costs, or you're going to end up like, oh my god, I don't have any money to do the next convention.
Yeah, so it's a good idea to plan out a good budget. Like, what would you roughly estimate your budget for before a convention, so you know how much you're going to spend for printing?
It depends on the convention, really. So like for smaller conventions, you have a smaller budget, whereas for like big conventions, you have a larger budget. But you have to account for what sells better at specific conventions, and you have to be realistic about what you're actually going to sell. Like, don't assume you're going to sell like 3,000 of these prints you just made. Expect you're going to sell like maybe 10 or 20. Don't expect that you're going to sell a bajillion right off the bat.
When you're printing, don't think about it as if when you're printing you go, let's say you have a print of Naruto. Don't think there are probably at least 100 Naruto fans there, so I should print off 100 for them. Don't think of it like that. Think of it as how many fans are there that will like this and be willing to buy it, put down the money for it. Because I think I made the mistake the first time. I was like, oh, surely there's a lot of Nico fans here, so I should print a ton of that. But then there's so much Vocaloid and so much of the popular stuff there that people have so many options of what to buy.
Yeah. We also have other artist alleys, artist people that draw the same fan art as you or same merchandise, so you have competition. So it just depends on what you pick and what you actually want to sell as part of your table.
And the last thing for if you're ready is the difference between being a vendor and attendee. Because it's a very different experience being a vendor and attendee. For one, you aren't as free to do things. Like as an attendee, you're free to think, oh, I'll go check out this panel and I'll go to some late night, like the masquerade, the rave or something.
There's none of that.
If you're a vendor, chances are you aren't going to be able to make it to any panels. I think I've never actually been to a panel.
This is my first panel.
Yeah. And sometimes you probably won't be able to, I mean, you might be able to make it to the mass like I did.
I couldn't make it to the masquerade at all.
Yeah, I entered it.
And I usually always go to them.
So, because you'll be really tired after days of selling, or maybe you sold out of something and you want to go home and print something off, or
Yeah.
want to
Or if you're like me, you have commissions to finish. So it's kind of backed up. Like literally after PCC, I was just kind of planking backwards on my bed, looking at a menu upside down. So you get really tired. So don't expect to be able to be like go out and partying every night after the convention because you're gonna be so tired from sitting all day.
So if you're one of those that you want to attend the convention, but at the same time you want a vendor, I recommend someone help you at the table so someone can run it while you're gone, or you can always come back.
Yeah, you can even do, I've seen some people do this, they'll talk to a couple other artists and say, how about you sell for this and then I'll go run off, and don't do it alone. That's my number one rule.
Always have at least one confident.
Maybe when you do it for a while, but I suggest for at least a year or two, never do it alone because it is so much harder to do things.
Yeah.
Because there will be times where maybe your printer will break.
Yeah, like
Or
fun running out of cash
or-
when you're alone. Yeah, and you have no change. That's not fun.
You will forget things, but if you have
Yeah,
a table
it always
partner or
happens.
something, you can ask them. So yes, that's the
I think
one of the
that
number
or
one
make
things.
friends with all the other artists in the artist alley.
Yeah.
That way, like I do YouTube. So like, if you know people in the convention, and you're like, oh my god, I need change. Like I just did this like 10 minutes ago. Is I was totally out of ones, and this guy needed like 4 ones. So there's a girl across the aisle from me who has like a bajillion ones because she sells all $1 buttons. So I was like, give me change, and she sent me back over change. So if you know people in the artist alley, they're willing to help you. Everybody's really nice, I promise.
Yeah.
We're not like gonna eat you. We're really nice.
That's another thing I
You can talk to
suggest.
us. You can ask us anything.
Another thing I suggest you do is, like you mentioned DeviantArt earlier,
Yeah.
go on
You don't
online
need
artist opportunities and look around, search through people's journals or anything, see who you know might be going there, maybe start a conversation with them and then talk to them. Like the first one, we had no idea what we were doing. So I found her online and I was like, oh, I see you're going there. And I asked her, is there anything you think I should know? And then she gave me some couple pointers and things that I really would have never considered before or something. So it's really nice to know people before you go there because there are only things you won't know and you'll need to ask them.
You feel not quite so alone. So like my first convention, I didn't know any of the other artist alley, and I did my own table. I was like 100% alone, and I was not very happy. I ended up crying. It was just so stressing. I'm crying. Don't worry about it. But it's really stressful if you're alone and you don't know anybody. But if you know other people, they're willing to help you. They make you feel better. Like I was a little fussy this like earlier today because I was like, oh, these artists are so much better than me. And then I had this one diehard fan walk up, and he made me feel so much better. So when you know people, it's really, really an emotional support because this is very stressful. Yeah. But it's totally worth it.